Hello, welcome back to our English online lesson. Today's topic is sport. Sport is integral part of our life. Some people do sport professionally, some people do it like amateurs. But anyway, all of us will love sport. Concerning English, when you are asked the question, what's your favorite sport or what sport do you do? It is better to show the vocabulary. Of course, some types of sports are the same in many languages, for example, like football, basketball, tennis. And that is why today I'm going to introduce you some kinds of sports, then the equipment or clothing of it, and to show how to use it in your speech. So let's go on. The first kind of sport is archery. Archery is a shooting with the bow and arrows, especially at a target. So in another picture, you see the target and arrow. How to use and how to show your vocabulary. For example, let's have a look at sample sentence. I prefer field archery to shooting. It teaches me to concentrate, especially when you aim at target. Even if my arrow misses a target, I enjoy this kind of sport. Look, in this sentence, two kinds of sports are used, field archery and shooting. You see, in this way you can show your vocabulary. Then the phrase aim at target, also this phrase is related to archery. And arrow, this is the piece of equipment, yeah, of this kind of sport. Next one, judo. Judo is a sport in which two people fight and try to throw each other to the ground. So judo is a type of martial arts, such kind of karate, aikido, and the clothing of judo is called judogi. Judogi. This is type of kimono. Look at the example. In fact, I am a judoka. I've been doing judo for 7 years. Every day after work, I take my judogi, go to gym to meet my sensei. Look, this sample sentence is full of terms related to judo. The judoka is a person who does judo or who goes in for judo. Then judogi, as I have said above, this is the clothing, and sensei is a teacher or coach. Another example, canoeing, a sport of using and racing a canoe. This is very well spread type of sport, and the equipment, this kind of equipment is called canoe. Oh, if some people are um, interested in kayaking, they also use kayak. Look at the example. I am into the sports on the river, like canoeing, kayaking, boating. I find these kinds of sports perfect to stay in shape. If you keep all instructions of managing canoe or kayak, it is not dangerous. Also, in this sample sentence, you see three types of water sports, yeah, on the river especially. So canoeing, kayaking, and boating. So you can show your teacher the wide range of vocabulary so that you know the similar types of these kinds of sport. Then the phrase to stay in shape, or to be in shape. Then the equipment, yeah, canoe or kayak. Next one, cricket. Cricket, an outdoor game played between two teams. Players try to score points, called runs, by hitting a ball with a wooden bat. So on right hand, you see the bat and the ball, yeah? Wooden bat and ball. How to use this kind of sport in your speech? If you ask, for instance, what's your favorite sport? For example, sports played on the grass are major attraction in my hometown. For example, baseball, soccer, rugby, badminton. Nowadays, artificial turf fields are the ideal playing surface for many sports, including my favorite one, cricket. Being on the pitch with bat and ball is enjoyment for me. Also, like kayaking, canoeing, or boating, you show the types of sports played with the ball, for instance, baseball, soccer, rugby, badminton. Then artificial turf fields. Nowadays, instead of natural grass, artificial turf fields, artificial turf is used. Yeah, and concerning this type of very popular, I can say, type of sport, cricket. The word pitch means is field, yeah, and the equipment bat and ball. What I want to say that you can show the types of sports, then I can say the equipment, yeah, and the place that you know how to say the field, especially cricket field in English. That this is pitch, or like football pitch. Yeah. Dog sledding. Dog sledding is a sport which is played in the winter and involves teams of sled dogs that pull a sled with the driver. Dog sledding is also very well spread in Europe, Russia, and the equipment is called sled. Sled. Let's have a look at example. My preference is winter sports. Neither skiing, skating, nor snowboarding attracts me, but dog sledding does. It is not only sport for me, but also an adventure when your sled, pulled by huskies, travels through snow. Or, I'm sorry, huskies travel, through snow. There is a mistake. Also, we see four types of um, sports in this answer. For example, skiing, skating, snowboarding, dog sledding. It is better if you use that types of which is very seldom used or heard. Then the equipment sled and a husky. This is a dog, yeah, type of dog. Windsurfing. Windsurfing is a sport in which you move along the surface of the sea on a long, narrow board with a sail on it. So you see board and sail. Let's answer the question. What's your favorite sport, or what sport do you do? Many people are interested in extreme kinds of sports such as bungee jumping, kite surfing, scuba diving, and others. And I'm keen on windsurfing. Standing on a board and holding onto a sail is a real challenge for me. You see here is extreme sport is used. Yeah? So bungee jumping, kite surfing, scuba diving. So and of course windsurfing. Yeah? Windsurfing. And equipment, board and sail. And the last one, fencing, a sport of fighting with swords, especially foils, épées, and sabers. Yeah? So these three kinds of equipment also might be used during fencing. An example, I am good at fencing. To my mind, fighting with épée is more exciting rather than wrestling or boxing. Also, you see three types of sports I use it. fencing, wrestling, and boxing, and the equipment, yeah, épée. So now I think that this lesson was so useful for you, and now you can tell in detail your favorite sport. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.